Welcome back to the Border Patrol on Sports Radio 810 WHB. Later on, we're going to talk to Jamie Blumen in studio, talks some Royals baseball. Matt Derrick from ChiefsDigest.com. Oddly enough, he'll talk about the Chiefs. Mark Borichter will be on the show with us at 9:05, and then Andy Rogers from MLB.com. So we got baseball, football. But right now we have running. Hi, Dave Borchert.
People have been asking for running. I've seen the clamoring on social media.
Every day I wake up and I say, let me run.
Right. That's Jake.
Yeah. I already ran this morning.
How you doing, guys?
You know what, though? He's running from something.
Right?
Life. But guess what? You're never going to get away because you're always here.
I ran a little personal 5K last night, very slowly.
You training for that 40-yard dash against Jake?
No, it's not. It's the crate challenge.
Yeah, we're doing a crate challenge for Jake.
Yeah, do that. I've seen some people.
We're doing the crate challenge.
What? How the hell did this happen?
Did you not pay attention to the 4 hours of show from yesterday? That's exactly when they happened.
I said you're a good follower. You're good.
I didn't run, but I did over 12,000 steps at Comic-Con on Sunday. So that's...
Yeah, I bumped into you out there. I feel like I'm in good shape, and after I got done with 4 hours of that, I just wanted to die.
Because here's the deal. It was... My kids love that, right? So I have no say in anything, and they lead the way, and I don't know what's going on. I've never felt so out of touch because, like Julie, they like anime and they watch these cartoons, and I don't know what anything is. Yeah. I don't know what anything is, and like characters and people walk. I got to take a picture. I go, who's that? Who's that? Like, tell me something. I want to know. Involved. Like, you won't understand. I go, probably won't, but just let me be involved in this thing. And so for 6-7 hours, I just followed them along, and they never get tired, and I do quickly. And so it was a challenge. What do we have up on the? What are you pointing at, Jake? What do you have there for us on the screen? And so we did, for old guys like Dave and I, we did get a chance to see William Zabka, who of course plays Johnny, and I like that picture.
It's pretty good.
See, he looks like he's ready to karate kick you. You look like you're ready to punch him.
Right. That's exactly right. Because we talked about it, and we were. I was talking with him. I told him, I said, hey, when I was a young man, I used to use the name Greg Tolan as an alias when I meet girls from other high schools, and he laughed out loud because that was his character's name in the movie Just One of the Guys. He didn't want to hear about Karate Kid, and then I told him, I said, also, you know what, my dad loved Rodney Dangerfield. Whenever Rodney Dangerfield would have a movie, we'd go see it the first day it would come out. And, of course, he was in Back to School. And so we talked about those two movies. And it looked like he thoroughly enjoyed talking about those movies as opposed to Karate Kid. And then I said, hey, you know what, let's square up. Come on. He goes, boxer? I said, you're damn right. Let's go. And then I saw Davey B, and he got a whole picture with his family with not only Johnny, but Kreese.
Yeah, my wife went in and smiled at Kreese because she was closer to him, and he did not smile back. No. He was in character and very, very scary. You can see my son Jack leaning away from him. He was frightened.
I leaned into him. There were two, and then when they weren't doing the professional pictures, they both had two booths you could go into and pay for like a picture off your phone or an autograph or whatever else. And I felt bad for Kreese because the Johnny line was always like 150 people, and Kreese was like always 4 or 5 people. I'm like,
oh, you got to want a picture with
Kreese. But then it got so late, and the kids were not interested. Let me do anything I wanted, right? Yeah. So finally, with like half hour, I said, can I go get my picture with Johnny? Okay. And so then I had to choose, and there was no choice. There's only time for one. Yeah. So I had to talk to, and I had to get Susan an autographed picture because she loves Johnny. She looked, and you know what? And all these years later, we find out Johnny was the good guy in Karate Kid.
Well,
and Daniel was the jerk. He was the bad guy. Now that I'm older, I look back and I understand everything.
Well, that's Johnny's side of it.
Team Joe, that's my side of it.
I think the moral of the story is that we all have some good and we all have some bad.
I know, honestly,
there ain't no bad guy. There's only you and me. No. We just disagree,
The girl was the bad guy.
Yeah, Elizabeth
She
Shue.
played them against each other.
Absolutely.
She started stepping out on Johnny. He didn't do anything.
Right.
It's not good versus evil. It's good versus
She
good.
pitted them against each other.
That's right.
And then I have to be honest with Mr. Miyagi was in his 50s or 60s. He's beating up high school kids. What's wrong with that?
Yeah, right.
What are you doing that for? That's assault.
What? There's some high school
kids. He could have gone for what he did at the Halloween party.
Yeah.
Mr. Miyagi could have. That's 20 years in the joint.
Let's be honest, though.
I can promise you that.
Let's be honest, though. There's a lot of high school kids that could use an ass whooping.
Well,
you know what I mean?
Wow.
Well,
Nate Bucati, ladies and
you're the one
gentlemen.
that's putting ass whoopings on the basketball
More
court
about
down
the
on high
KC
school
Marathon,
kids.
please.
Yes, thank you, Steve.
Continue with that.
We're talking about running, aren't we?
Yeah, the Garmin Kansas City Marathon coming your way Saturday, October 16th.
This show feels like a marathon.
It does.
That I never finish.
5K, 10K, half marathon, full marathon. We're back in person this year.
Where?
We're excited. We have a new course, start and finish in front of the Nelson Atkins Museum. So, cool new course location, after party in Tice Park.
Why don't you get musical entertainment?
Well, we have this band you may have heard of.
The Accidental Moguls.
It's got a performer you may be familiar with. I think is a relation of some sort, maybe a distant cousin of yours.
Mr. Richard Louis St. John.
That's correct. There'll be
What kind of alias does he use? You ever?
You know, I don't know. I don't know what he uses.
So they're actually our co-headliners along with the Cowardly Lions. I don't know if you know them.
They're good.
Oh, they're fantastic.
Yes,
My man Nick.
them and the
Yeah.
Accidental Moguls are headlining the Garmin KC Marathon after party. So
Very
we're excited
good.
You know,
about
I
that,
believe
yeah.
Richie St. John once performed on stage with the Cowardly Lions at some.
Yeah.
You know, at the
After the
Power
Big
Light
12
District.
tournament
Yeah.
one day.
Yeah, and
One
I think that's the plan. I think they're each going to do their own set and then do some stuff together as well.
Oh,
so
a
that
little
should be good.
collab.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's fantastic.
I love the Cowardly Lions.
We'd love to have you guys out. We'd love to have your listeners out. It's kcmarathon.org. We need 1,500 volunteers.
To do what?
Pass
Tell
out
people.
medals,
Okay.
pass out water, hand out beer, make sandwiches, staff the aid station.
How about-
If you're handing out beer, can you have a little, you know?
Yeah, how about handing up beer, then pass out?
If you're 21, you may be able to have a sip. Yeah.
So where's the music going to be set up at? Just out of
So in
curiosity.
Tice Park, so south side of 47th Street, you know, the big park that runs down to Brush Creek. So you'll be able to look up to the north, see the beautiful Nelson Atkins, see the finish line, then we'll have this big after party. So it's going to be good. And we have
When's the
distance
date again?
options. It's Saturday, October 16th. We have distance options for all fitness levels, 5K, 10K, half marathon, full marathon. Benefits the Kansas City Sports Commission, which is the nonprofit I work for. And one of these years, Jake's going to roll out the full marathon. I don't know if this is the year or not. But it's going to be,
this year.
the bucket list is going to be checked off.
Yes, it will be.
Next year.
It will be. My knee is giving me all kinds of problems.
Oh, no.
Steve St. John Sr., talk to him.
I mean, I'm still running, but anything more than 10K right now I'm doing about 3 miles in agony.
There's always
That
next
sucks.
year, buddy.
But no, I like it. I mean, it's a great mental game for me every
What time
morning.
do you think the after party will be? Like,
Yeah.
what's the timing of this?
So it's interesting. So we have people finishing as early as 7:45 in
That's
the morning.
ridiculous.
So people start finishing and drinking beer. So 7:45 to about 2 o'clock.
What time to start?
So 7 a.m. is half marathon, full marathon, 7:30, 5K, 10K.
Got a Glowing Dragons game at 9:15.
I might come do the
I think I might
10K.
be able to do a run.
I might do
Yeah.
the 10K.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. And then if somebody finds Jake, he could take his beer ticket that's on his bib.
Yes.
Oh, you got a beer ticket on the bib, huh?
Yeah, you get a barbecue sandwich ticket,
boy.
you get a beer ticket.
I'll
we also
give
have
away-
hard seltzer.
I'll give away my
Barbecue
beer
sandwich.
ticket.
Steve, you can come walk the 5K. Get
I could
yourself
do that,
a
absolutely.
delicious barbecue sandwich, cheer on your kiddo.
What a great location for a race.
I'm excited.
That's a perfect spot. So which way does it head? Head south or north from the?
Neither. So it's going to
East
head
and
west.
west?
Wow.
Yeah, it's going to head west in the plaza and then kind of diagonal northwest. You know, I guess. It's going to start going west for about a mile, then diagonal up through Westport back to the east, and then it'll head all the way to downtown. We actually get to run.
So it goes north
Eventually
at
it does.
some point,
Yeah, right.
jerk.
No.
Yeah, we're talking about 26 miles. It's going to go all directions.
You tell
at some
people,
point.
like, hey, this isn't a sprint. This is a marathon.
And we do.
Right.
We do.
This is good advice to
a
people
wise
in
man
life.
once said that.
Right.
Yeah. But
So how can people volunteer if they want to volunteer?
so same link, kcmarathon.org. Again, we're a 12-person staff, and we have to execute this 10,000-person race. So we need about 1,500 volunteers each year. So we would love to have people volunteer. kcmarathon.org. Or you can run, or you can walk, or you can come cheer on the runners. Any of those things would be awesome.
I'm writing it down right now, October 16th.
Thank you, Big Jake.
Since you're running this thing, do you still get to run in it?
I don't. No,
Does
I'm
that,
working.
Does that sadden you?
A little bit. But, you know, it's great to be positioned at the finish line. I know, Nate, you've seen this. And just see people's faces when they come across the finish
Yeah.
line, especially half
What a
for a full
moment.
marathon. It's a bucket list type thing. It's
Yeah.
pretty awesome.
Yep. It is something that, I mean, if you're running a marathon, you've dedicated several months to trying to pursue this thing. And it is, for a lot of people, that they're running for a personal reason. Mm-hmm. You know, my buddy Sean Biggs, when he died, he was a big marathon runner. His younger brother Casey had never run a marathon before and would never have even thought about running a marathon, but he did one in honor of his brother. When that guy crosses the finish line, that's it. That's one of the most important moments of his life. You see a lot of people. It sounds corny to say, but you'll see a lot of people crossing the finish line who just accomplished one of the most important things in their life.
And look, it's not always that heavy. Like, you got people like Jake running from their past.
Well,
that motivates people, though.
Hey, man, everything. There's
and that's why you run so fast.
Yeah.
Right?
It keeps me going. Did 745 miles.
Hey, every person's out there running for something, running from something, running to something, whatever it is.
People cross the finish line, they're either very happy or they're crying. And sometimes it's a mix. Like, sometimes you got the tears of joy. It's an emotional thing.
A lot of times they're in a lot of pain, too.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You just described the end of the show, 10 o'clock every day. A lot of pain, crying, sometimes
no
happy.
Emotion on my face when I finish, just straight face. Just
right.
That'll make for a heck of a finisher photo.
Right.
Yeah, boy, people love that.
Tell people again the information they need to get involved, please.
Yeah, Saturday, October 16th. Again, 5K, 10K, half marathon, full marathon. You can run, you can walk, you can spectate, you can volunteer. All the info at kcmarathon.org, and we would love to see you. It's going to be back in person. We will have COVID protocols in place. Whatever the public guidance is in mid-October, that's what we'll do. But we certainly expect people will be able to run with no masks on, but people may be wearing masks when they're not competing and stuff like that. We'll see what the public health officials say here in 2 months.
Okay, you have 10 seconds to answer this. Who was more emotional, meaning William Zabka, you or your wife Bernadette?
It was me, and she's giving me crap because apparently I cut in front of her and raced to stand beside him, which I didn't even realize. I kind of blacked out when it was our time to go in there, but she's giving me a lot of crap.
That's a correct answer. You were very nervous when I saw you online. You were very jumpy, so I'm glad that you got that picture. I'm excited for you.
Davey B.
Davey B. Dave Borchett. Until again, website?
kcmarathon.org. Good to see you, fellas.
That's right. Good to see you. Good to be seen. That's Dave Borchett back after this on WHP.